my big sister Stacey, and this is Sister Social Call.
We are two sisters talking about everything that sisters talk about. Welcome to our lives. Well, hey, sissy.
Hey, sis. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you tonight?
I'm coming in extremely hot tonight. Extremely. I just finished work.
And here we are.
And here we are. Ready to go.
Yep. Well, we want to welcome all our listeners back to Sister Social Call and say a special hello to our new listeners.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Sisters Social Call.
Yes. Today we're talking about our current health journeys. And way back in episode 7, we talked about our fitness journeys and our fitness follies. So it's been over 6 months. So we thought we would revisit this topic and provide you guys with some updates. And who else knows what else we'll talk about tonight about our health and fitness. You never know where it'll take us. But Chrissy, do you want to start us off?
Well, I have something I want to bring up later on, and it's regards not a health and fitness, but maybe mental health. It's in regards to what you were talking about last night when we were talking on the phone with Mom about your big energy. I had some big thoughts on that today.
Okay. All right.
And I meant to text you about it today, but I didn't have any time.
Okay, well, folks, we're going to raw dog that topic. I don't even know where we're going to get with that one. Oh, boy. Do you want us to give us a health and wellness update?
In our original episode, we were talking about health and wellness and fitness and goals and all that good stuff. And so one of my New Year's goals was to do 1,000 kilometers in 2025 walking or running, but I don't really run anymore. So 1,000 walking kilometers. And I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it because I was falling quite behind. But you guys, I'm at maybe 660 kilometers now. So I've got a lot to go yet, but I think it's maybe doable.
Well, there's 90 days left in the year. So you'd need to do 3 to 4 a day.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is that on this past weekend, I did 2 10-kilometer walks and I've basically done 40 kilometers since Saturday.
I have no worries that you'll finish this challenge.
Till the snow flies.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think you are relentless on a goal, so I'm quite confident you'll still finish it no matter what.
Yeah, it's going to get tight, but the gym opened up and we can do treadmill walking. So if need be. And then I'm thinking if it gets closer to the end and I'm not there yet, I'll start running. That's what I did the last summer when it was down to the wire. It just takes so long. Doing 10 kilometers for me, walking takes about 120 minutes.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of time to get these kilometers in. But anyways, I'm trudging along with that. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I really thought I wasn't going to get too far with that because my life obviously took a few twists and turns this year. But I'm focused, laser focused on that right now. Even today, I had a half an hour I brought my Hokas. Oh, speaking of shoes, let's get on to the running shoes saga this week.
Oh.
I bought new running shoes because I need to finish these kilometers. And my old shoes, I was starting to feel the stones as I walked. And they had holes in them on the sides. My toes were busting through. So I finally took all my tips that I made from last week and I went bought myself some new running shoes. I promised myself I was not going to buy Hokas because I think they're ugly. They just look like space shoes and they're all neon and yuck. That's not my jam. And so I actually cruised in one night and I went to Sport Check. And then I quickly realized that all shoes look like this these days. You know what? It wasn't many years ago that I was running a half marathon, just before COVID, in fact. I was running a half marathon in Banff, and I remember, a few months out from the race, I had to get new running shoes, and they were trying to sell us, the most minimalist shoes at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Lightweight, small sole, yada, yada. Here we go, fast forward 6 years, and now we have moon boots. So I even said to the girl working, I just hate the look of these Hokas. I really, really do. I would feel like I look so hideous wearing them. And she's like, fair enough. But just so you know, everybody's wearing these types of shoes now. Like there's more cushioning. This is what everybody's wearing. So I tried on probably 10 or 12 different pairs of shoes and ended up with a pair of Hoka's.
Ah, that's karma.
Yeah, but she had to dig in the back for them. They're a light pink kind of color, which I liked because I wanted to go for lighter ones. I have a pair of black Under Armour shoes that I wear at the gym. So I wanted something different than black. And I got to tell you guys, I wore them all last weekend I've worn them for 40 kilometers already. And they are comfortable.
Excellent. Rave reviews.
Yeah. So anyways, and then the other thing that I've been up to is the Weight Watchers journey. I've been on that. Actually, it's been 93 days today. So 3 months exactly, pretty much, that I've been on my Weight Watchers journey. I've really been enjoying it because I can still eat all the food that I want to eat. And it just really makes me accountable for how much I'm eating. So I love that. Anyways, I think the last time I checked it, I had gained 2 pounds and then I lost a pound. And then this week, I'm down 2 more pounds. I'm down 16 pounds, just about like 15.6 pounds or something like that altogether, which is exciting. I'm happy for that. I'm mostly happy because my clothes fit better. Like I'm not feeling my pants were all feeling really tight and I did not want to buy new pants. I was refusing to do that. Just get myself in check a little bit. And so I've been really enjoying it. And it honestly has really helped me. I have a sweet tooth like nobody's business. I love chocolate bars, chocolate brownies, chocolate ice cream, chocolate. I love all that sweet shit so much. And the one thing I will say about the WW is that it's helped me, for one, break the habit that I was in, because I was in a ferocious one. I think I was probably eating my emotions all summer long, up until I started Weight Watchers, of course, because that's what I like to do as well. I'm a total emotional eater, just jam my mouth full of all the snacks whenever I get stressed, upset, anything. Because if you're sober, not drinking, not doing drugs, and not filling your life with sex, that is like, guess I'm going to eat chocolate brownies. Anyway, so that's the one thing I've really totally loved, is that I can still eat all the things that I want to, but just you're mindful of how much you're eating. And that is one thing I've really enjoyed about the WW, is that I don't feel I'm without anything at all. And that I love that the most. And it's just really helped me to rein in how much I'm eating and what I'm all eating. So for instance, I love the chocolate. I just can't go without it. So I've been really big on to making that chocolate chia seed mousse stuff, Stace. And that, which you've made before too. No, chocolate cottage cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the cocoa cottage cheese mousse thing. Anyway, so I've been big onto that, and it really helps to fix that craving that I always have. But yeah, so I know, and Stacey's the biggest, she always is like, Chrissy, it's not about the weight on the scale. And I'm very aware of that. And I know that it's not, but I also am only 5'5" tall. And I know that being overweight isn't great, but I also am very mindful of it because my Ursulescu side of the family has almost every single person, with the exception of 2 that my dad mentioned to me recently, 2 or 3. Everybody's died of heart disease, heart problems. 2 people have cancer, 2 or 3 people have cancer. So we have a lot of heart issues in the Ursulescu side of the family. And so really my biggest thing is that I want to just be healthy, feel good in my own skin, but also I am short. I'm short and stocky, and I just want to take care of that while I'm still able to, because I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm having heart issues or contributing to those types of things. And so it's really a bigger picture, and also that I'm in my 40s now and I'm in perimenopause and all that stuff. And I just want to really look at it like that. But so for me, it is a bit of a weight loss journey to be at a healthy weight, because when I started Weight Watchers, I'm 5'5", keep in mind. I was at 196.6 pounds, which I know a lot of that is muscle, but that's a lot for a little shorty like me. So I'm content at the amount of weight I've lost and how my body feels. It's not been, I think it seems pretty fast, but I've been working out, I've been walking, I've been going to the gym. So that's where I'm at with all that. So it's been really good. I'm really quite enjoying it, and I think tracking your food is actually way more important than we give credit for, unless we're really great at watching our food and not being emotional eaters. But I think it's a good habit to get into, tracking your food. And the Weight Watchers app is so handy because you just plunk in what you're eating, and then it tells you all your macros and all that stuff. Not that I care too much about that, but it is still interesting. So I signed up for WW for a whole entire year. I'm gonna stick with that and continue on, because I do like, I am enjoying the whole process of it. And also trying out new recipes that I've never known, because of course on the app and on Pinterest and all these things, you can look up Weight Watchers recipes, and I try new things, and there's a lot of awesome things that Weight Watchers has added to my life. Anyways, so sis, what about you?
Before I move on to me, you alluded to it, and I know you're on a weight loss mission, and we've talked about this privately, that I'm excited that you are losing weight because you want to, and I just want to reiterate it to all of our listeners that our worth is not tied to our weight and a number on the scale. But what I do want to celebrate is your dedication to prioritizing your well-being. So congratulations. And I'm really happy for you that you are putting yourself first and your health first.
Thank you, Sissy. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. What's been going on in my fitness world? Well, I am on the Strong Not Skinny program. I've always had this body image issue. It doesn't matter whether I'm small or big. It's always the same. It's just what it is, and I do not talk negatively to myself. It's just like neutral, but right now I'm on the Strong Not Skinny theme because I'm postmenopausal and our muscle mass depletes quickly. We have a long history of osteoporosis also in our family. And so I am committed to just strong, not skinny. And so I've been still hitting up the gym at Endeavor a couple of times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, try to go and do yoga on the off days. But I think we've talked a little bit on the podcast about how I have arm and hand and wrist tingling. And so I do think doing downward dog and cat cow, and there's just a lot of planks in yoga that are loading a lot on my wrists. And so I've kind of dialed down the yoga a little bit. Even on my off days at the gym, I haven't been doing it as much at home. I might stretch and I might try and do yoga that does not require me to be on my wrists quite as much, because I really want to figure out that problem, but it's in a stabilized place right now. Like, I still have numbing and tingling, but think unless I do some more invasive treatment, that's just the way that's going to be for a while, because I'm not willing to do some of those things at this point, because I think I'd like to save treatment for when things are like really go sideways. If they do, I don't know. But I am happy to report that I have not fallen at the gym in recent memory. So I think in episode 7,
Woo-wee.
yeah, Christy and I were having a really good laugh about how I was doing snatches. I was just learning how to do a snatch. It's a very dynamic exercise move. Like, go to YouTube and just be careful when you type in snatch.
No.
Maybe be clear that you're looking up an exercise.
Power snatch.
It's a power snatch. It's an exercise move.
Don't just plop in the word snatch, because you're going to end up with, I actually want to kind of Google that right now and just see what happens.
Don't, because okay, you're going to get garbage advertising forever and ever if you type that in. Anyways, I fell when I was snatching for my first time. There was just like a lot of momentum, but I haven't done that in a long time. So that's really good. So that's a positive that I haven't fallen at the gym in a while.
Best part about that entire story, Stacey, though, was the fact that Mom says, Mom texts, because you said that, and Mom's like, "Ooh, well," like whatever she says. She doesn't know what a power snatch is, or "Ooh, what's a power snatch?" And then you proceed to send the diagram and then tell us that you fell between, because it was like broken down into 5 parts, like step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and you said, I fell between steps 3 and 4 or whatever it was. I just freaking died. Oh gosh. Like, Only the three of us would totally know exactly what was happening in that moment. Anybody else would just be like, what the hell? But it was like, we all knew. We're like, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, YouTube you can all go look at YouTube now and find out where I fell. Anyway, so that's good. I've had actually in very recent weeks and even as much as today, I've had some noticeable fitness improvements in strength. So I have been doing chin-ups at the gym, which are probably one of my least favorite exercises to do. It loads a lot into my hands, wrists, and arms. I get shooting pains. But one of the things that I've discovered in the last 2 weeks is that I need to use the bigger bar. So we have 2 sizes of bars at the gym. And the bigger bar does not hurt my hand as much.
So do you think it's because of the grip on it? Like your grip around the bar is different, and so that's what's making it better?
Hunter thought maybe it has to do with surface area, and I didn't know what he meant when he said that. Anyways, they're not pinching around the bar as much. And so the pads in my hands, they're just not being pinched as much, which is not causing the tingling and the sharp pains that are shooting up through my arms as much. That's been nice to figure that out. So I don't love pull-ups ever, but I reduced one of my bands this week, so that was good. And then I'm sure we talked about this, but I think handstands and handstand push-ups are the most useless exercise adults can be doing because they make there's no practical use for them whatsoever. Absolutely none. The only thing that they're practical for is a keg stand. And I can tell you, I am not doing any keg stands at this point in my life. I've never done one.
What did I tell you the other day, Sissy, when you were complaining about something not being practical?
I don't remember.
I said, not everything has to be practical.
Anyways, I did do some handstands recently. So that's been a new development. I did 2 totally unassisted this morning.
You put yourself into a box sometimes. You limit yourself and you're doing incredibly well.
Well, but I'm not here to be a CrossFit champion.
No, but it's just about challenging yourself and doing things that are out of your comfort zone and realizing you are capable of those types of things, even if you don't want or need to do them all the time.
Yeah, I definitely don't need to do chin-ups. Me and this girl Amanda in my gym class yesterday were talking about the only reason why we do them, and her reasoning was if she falls when she's hiking, she wants to be able to get out. And I was just like, a helicopter's coming to get me, girl, if that happens. I'm not even trying. And I said, for me to do a chin-up, the only reason why I want to be able to do them is to be able to pull myself up with the triangle holder thing that's above my hospital bed in the future.
Oh my God.
Why would I need to do a chin-up any other reason?
All the things. You need to change your freaking thoughts, sister. That's the shit you think about. Wow, I want to be able to
only practical reason. That's the only practical reason I can think of why I'd want to do a chin-up.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyways.
We see things very differently, you and I, on that stuff, but I'm just so proud of you for even doing it, though. Good for you it's not practical. You don't love the idea of doing it, but you're doing it. And you're getting better and you're making progress. So that is awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you.
Yep. And probably my favorite highlight of the fitness journey recently was this morning, actually. My max deadlift was, I think, 185. But today...
I wouldn't be able to do that.
I think well, maybe not the start, but I think with a little practice, you'd have no problem. But today I actually did 4 in a row, 4 singles at 185 pounds in a row.
Good job.
The strength is coming along, that's exciting. Now I love deadlifts.
Good job, sis. Well, that is awesome, honestly. And that's just evidence right there that your hard work is paying off, and all of the training, including the things that you don't like, are all paying off because you're getting stronger all around.
Yep, exactly. I've joined a couple spin classes recently, and I'm doing one tomorrow night, a Taylor Swift themed spin class tomorrow night, so I'm very excited about that. Getting into our spin class at the studio here in town, and I've talked about it before, KLC, it's like a competitive sport within itself, is to get into one of her classes.
Just to be able to get into one, they just only have a limited amount of bikes, and it's such a great class that you got to be on it as soon as they open it up.
Yes, exactly. A week in advance. So I'm pretty excited to do a Taylor Swift spin class tomorrow night. I think that'll be great.
Kelly and I were just talking, perhaps getting in a spin class. I haven't been to a spin class in a few years. I was going for a while, so I might also hop into one of those. I'm kind of open to all types of things right now. I'm jealous of you to have a beautiful spin class so close to you in your incredible community. And Kelsey, I met her when I was there, did yoga with her, and she's a gem, so that's pretty awesome.
Anyhow, and then just on the bigger picture health postmenopausal stuff, because I love talking about this, but this year, I'd been on an oral estrogen and an oral progesterone for 7 years since I was diagnosed with primary ovarian insufficiency at 37. But I asked my doctor to change to a patch, and he slightly upped the dosage from like what the equivalent would be to the oral amount. I just didn't find that my body was responding so well. There was a lot of symptoms that I had previously, like when I was just before I was diagnosed with primary ovarian insufficiency, like I had so many menopausal symptoms. And so I asked him to up the dosage again. And in the last month, I've had a higher dosage, and some of the symptoms have gone away again. So that's great. So I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Those are all really positive things happening in your world, sis. I love that.
Do you have any other health or fitness updates you want to share, Sissy?
This morning, I was able to get to a strength class at Wilkie Wellness, which was delightful. It was awesome. Sam she's an awesome gal, and the classes at Wilkie are amazing. Lynn teaches some there too, and they're just all so good. So I got to one of those this morning, which was a fabulous way to start the day. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the update in that department for me. But I don't know. I'm going to bring this up now because I don't know if it's a Peaks Pit and Plan thing or what. So last night, and this is like not trying to do with fitness at all, but it's been on my mind. So Mom and Stacey were having a FaceTime last night. And Stacey for 2025 wants this like big energy, and she wants to feel this big energy, and she is really trying to figure out this big energy. So she went to see her therapist, and she was talking a bit about this. And what was the questions the therapist asked you?
What are my 3 offerings, and what are the 3 things that are like percolating under the surface?
Correct. Okay. So I think those are great questions to ask. Number 1 was, what do you offer? And so that is one I want to keep because I need to think about that myself. But anyways, and so like what's rumbling, and Stacey's feeling this desire to have this big energy and whatever. And in fact, I was thinking about it last night when I was going to bed, and I was thinking like, well, what could give you big energy? What? Like what, thinking about it. And then it just came to me that I think you need to feel that within yourself and not look for an outside source. Like, I think you're looking for something external to give you that big energy feeling. And I think that's something that you need to get to within yourself and feel that in you deeply.
Thanks for that. But when I start thinking about all the things I do in my ideal day, I am checking most of those boxes. And so to make sure that I feel healthy and well. So I do actually think it's external, because I think I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. From all the things that I've read about happiness, I do that. And so it's like, I think I do need an external like goal or work, but because I do reflect on this.
I'm not saying that you don't, but I was just thinking about that because I was like, I don't know if what you're looking for is on the outside. I don't know, because you are correct. You do all the things. Like, you are textbook doing everything to, feel that. But I think the reason, and this is me in my deep thoughts, because this is what I do. This is me in my deep thoughts because this is what I do. And I love thinking about shit and overthinking shit. And then, that's just my personal 2 cents about it, because I think that is deeper than something external, and something that I think that there's something deep, like there's something more internal in that. Then, yeah, don't ask me where to start because I'm no therapist. But I honestly was like, I think you have to feel that about yourself. You have to just feel you are the big energy, and then embody the shit out of that and live it like you own it.
Well, there's Krista's deep thoughts.
Those are my 2 cents. You can edit that out, the whole thing out if you want, but I was wanting to bring it up to you because I was like, I don't know, because you do live your life is so good and you do it all right. So it's like, what is that then? But it's like just feeling it deeply in yourself and knowing that you are the big energy. You've got that in everything that you do. I don't know. Maybe I'm not making any sense. Those were my deep thoughts.
And that's totally fair. I just I think that I have done a shit ton of self-reflection in this decade of my life. And I do think it's external. I think I need a different goal or a different something else because I'm not progressing in my career because I've chosen not to. I have said, I don't want the shit of human beings. I don't want to deal with human resource issues. So I have consciously decided that I'm going to not stifle my career, but my career is not going to be in management and it's certainly not going to be leading people. And I do feel like a leader in lots of my life, but I don't want to manage people in their workplaces. I have seen a fair amount of poor adult behavior in my life, and I'm not going to be part of that. So that's one thing. Like, I don't have career growth on the trajectory. I live in the perfect place for us. We used to say, oh, we'll move there when we retire. Check that off the box. We are already there, man. Like, we already live in our place we want to live. So I don't know. We're not traveling the world like we used to. We can't really afford to, but also we live in a beautiful place with lots of access to recreation. And so that's one thing. Sean and I aren't really working towards trip goals right now. So like that is kind of off the table. So I don't know. Like, I do think it's external. Like, I don't have any big goals right now at all. For somebody like myself who has always been extremely goal focused.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely get that. I think so maybe it's just like it's like you need a bigger goal right now. Maybe that's what you're looking for. You are the big energy. It's just you need a goal to put that towards.
If we go back to that first episode, I talked about how it's that planning energy for me, right? When I'm planning things, that brings me that big energy. And right now I'm planning nothing really. It's just not aligned right now. But this time of the year is when the planning energy starts for me again, because it's like end of the year. What do I want to do next year?
Okay. So this will feel good. Okay. Well, that was just kind of what I was thinking about. And I thought, oh, I'm going to drop that to you and plant the seed or put that in the oven there and whatever. But I see now there's a difference. There's big energy and there's big plans, goals. They're different things, maybe.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'll see Sarah in November and I will have an update, no doubt then.
And just don't ever doubt yourself.
Well, I don't know. There's more self-doubt lately than I've had in a while. But as for like where I'm going, I think I'm right here, right now. I'm right here.
Perfect. I love that. That was a little tangent we went on there, but it wouldn't be a true episode of Sister Social Call without something like that, because that's how my brain works.
Well, and this one wasn't even written down. This is how we actually talk when we're probably talking when it's me, Chrissy, and Mom.
Oh, for sure. I was going to give you a heads up, but then I just didn't have the time to do that today. And I was like, this will be way more fun if I just pop this one on her. And I love talking about deep shit like that. It's my favorite thing. I love it. Okay. Shall we roll into our peaks, pits, and plans?
Yeah, let's do it.
You first, because you've got a great load of peaks to talk about.
Well, I was going to say don't really have pits, but I kind of just alluded it to like self-confidence. Last week, I talked about how I had like little bit of a weird friend interaction last week. That has been that's my only pit, is just like I'm having a little bit of a crisis of confidence in myself about like my characteristics as a friend. So even though these people make me feel like I'm a bad person, I know that I'm not.
You are absolutely not. You are not. It's really hard to hear that from somebody, but you just have to really stay in your truth with that one, because you are the most loyal, kind, thoughtful, caring human being. And I know the people, I mean, like you've said that before, your friendships you have like long-term friendships that you've had friends since you were in elementary school. You continue to foster, like you've made friends all along through your life and continue to have all those same friends. It's the random people that kind of pop in and out. Well, that doesn't speak to anything that you, as the person that you are, I've heard it from people. People have told me that about you. It's like, yeah, I know, I've hit the jackpot with my sister. And so have you, as her being your friend.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just a little crisis of confidence.
Yeah, that's fair. And this too shall pass.
That's right. Exactly. This too shall pass. Peaks. Well, we were in Whistler this weekend. So the best part was the company I was with. Whistler, for those who had never been, has the vibes of Las Vegas, but in a mountain town. The village is purposely designed to get you lost in there. And I was totally disorientated the whole time. So like that's exactly like Vegas and their hotels. Everything's pretty expensive, but we were mentally prepared for how expensive Whistler is. We know that. But the company we're with was the best. So many good laughs, so much good visiting. And for most of that group, I actually get to see them for Thanksgiving weekend. And I'm very excited about that because they do feel, these are Sean's cycling friends, but they're truly turning into like quite our little chosen family. And that's really exciting for all of us. It's beautiful. So plans for the week. Sean is going away this weekend. So I am solo living, and that is just the best. I'm going to eat like popcorn for 4 suppers. I don't even know. I'm just really excited not to have to think about making food for Sean while he's away. I have talked about this. I'm going to a Taylor Swift spin class on Friday night. I'm going to get our home ready and some food prepped for Thanksgiving because we have a house full of guests. I am going to read, and oh my God, I need to finish the Let Them theory, because Chrissy and I started that months ago and she finished it. So I need to finish it this weekend. But I'll probably get distracted by doing a puzzle because that's what I actually want to do is a puzzle.
Then just do the puzzle. There's no rush to do the book review of the Let Them. There's no rush.
Yeah. And lastly, on Sunday, I am going to go to the Taylor Swift release party of A Showgirl at the movie theater with a friend. And I'm very excited about that. So lots of Taylor Swift this weekend, which is, I'm not alone in the world for that. There's going to be millions of people who are going to be participating in all things Life of a Showgirl this weekend. So anyways, that's me, sis. How about you?
Okay. Well, I didn't write anything down because I was coming in so hot to this episode that I didn't get anything written down. So pits, I guess, well, it's bittersweet, but it was my last time going to the farm on Monday. It was, it was a pit in the sense that I was hopeful to be able to have a conversation with Mark, but he wasn't going to be around, which was fine. I left a letter there just for just a little closure, whatever you want to call it. But so that was on Monday. That was probably the only pit that I really had. It was just kind of like saying goodbye to that life. But all at the same time, that was also probably a peak. It's been 2 months of going out there every weekend for a few hours to pack stuff up, deal with the garden. And it was really starting to wear on me at the end. So it was a peak to be done that and to kind of close that chapter of my life and to I'm just looking forward to what's to come for me. I just feel super excited about what the future holds. And yeah, honestly, yesterday, so October 1st, I celebrated 12 years of owning my hair salon. And that's a very huge accomplishment for me.
Absolutely. For any business owner, 12 years as a business owner is impressive.
Yeah, definitely. And all the things that I've gone through, like COVID-19 and a divorce and I got married, I got divorced, I went through COVID, got a new relationship, got split up. I've been through so much, but the one real consistent thing has always been that salon and all the people, the community members that support me and all my clients. It's amazing. But what is exciting for me is that I now know that I'm not leaving here and I can really focus energy into the salon. it's exciting for me. So that's a super peak too. Just being like, okay, I celebrated my 12 years and I can really focus on what the next 3 years are going to be, the next 5. My plans for this week are Saturday. I'm pumped about this. Like, I can start to do normal life things because I'm not going to be at the farm every weekend. I get to have like a normal life. My girlfriend, Kelly, who's been my bestie since we were in grade 1, I talk about her probably lots because, well, she's like a sister to me as well. And her and I are going to go for brunch on Saturday morning in Regina and then go for a walk around Wascana Lake or something like that, which sweet. I've not done that in forever. I don't love going to the city. It's not my day of a good time, but it's just like something different, something I can go do. And it's just next time she'll come out here and we just kind of can swap back and forth. It'll be great. And so I'm really looking forward to that. And then maybe go to Costco. We'll see. And then
That is a bold move the weekend before Thanksgiving.
yeah. No, actually, I might do that on Monday because on Monday I'm going to get a new passport. I need to do that. I have to do the whole thing over again because I still had my married last name because just before I got married, like December, I got a new passport, got married in January, and then signed up for a 10-year passport. I'm too cheap, and so I didn't get rid of it. So I still had my married last name. I've been divorced for 7, 8 years or whatever the hell it's been. 7 years. And so I have to redo and get like an entirely new passport. Well, I was just going to mail it in. Well, postal on strike. So I got to go sit in the office on Monday.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be better because I'm a little worried because I have to, I have to take them my old passport. I have to take them my birth certificate. I have to redo the whole thing because it's a change of last name again. So I was nervous about sending it in anyways because it's just a redo. So I'm going to go Monday, but you're right, sis. Like it could be totally crazy Monday as well at Costco because it's also the Monday before Thanksgiving weekend. I probably don't need to go to Costco that bad. I do need to go probably sometime in October. I need to get there because I'm running out of shit tickets and paper towel, but I'll get there. So that's it for my plans. Probably try to get to some more workout classes and all that good stuff and keep hammering in the kilometers because it's still nice. So that's it. That's it for that.
Well, thank you, everybody, again for listening to us. This is episode 39. I can't believe episode 40 is just like literally a week away. You can find Sister Social Call on Instagram. This is where we put our extra content is up on Instagram. So please follow us there. You can find Krista on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You could even probably Snapchat her if you really wanted to. You can find me, Stacey, on LinkedIn and on Facebook. And I think that's going to wrap it up for us today, Sissy.
Oh, you said it, not me. It's going to wrap it up. Yeah. Well, I think that's great. Love you so much, sis.
Love you too.